If you're wondering whether you're making progress in life, whether you're doing better in life and with your life, I have 6 proofs of growth to share with you, and they will answer that question. Stay tuned. Hi, I'm Will Nelson. I developed the Vital Mind course. It's a model of psychology based on the past, the present, and the future. It's your story, it's your program, and it's your plan. And today I want to talk about the idea of how do we prove, how do we demonstrate, how do we know whether we're really growing, developing, maturing, gaining wisdom, all those wonderful things, or not. And there are 6 steps, and they prove your growth or the lack of your growth. So let's go. Number 1, new mistakes. Now, we're all making mistakes in life, but if you're making the same mistakes over and over, day after day, decade after decade, something's not working. The idea is making new mistakes in life. So are you making new mistakes as you go along your path, or are you just repeating the same old mistakes endlessly? Ask yourself that. That's proof positive. Number 2, better quality problems. The question is, are the problems that we're having in life and with our life getting better? So for example, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, that's a problem. But if you're living in such a way that you're not sure what mutual fund you want to put the extra money you have every month into, that's also a problem. But it's a much better quality problem. So think about 5-10 years ago and some of the problems you were having, the challenges you were facing. Is the quality of them better now? Because if they are, you're getting on a page. Number 3, not going victim. As we become more responsible for our lives and take ownership for our lives and all that happens in our lives, we spend less and less time being a victim to the circumstances that befall us. You ever notice when you're having a really good day, you're just cooking with gas and moving right along, and some little thing happens, it's like inconsequential. It's like, well, it's just a change in circumstance. But when you're having a bad day, things are not going your way, and some little thing happens, it's like the earth just caved in on you. Your life just fell apart. That's about going victim. That's about letting the circumstances in life determine your reaction rather than you having a plan for your life. Now, we're all going to go victim at certain moments and in certain circumstances. It's part of being human. The question is, how long do you stay in that place of being a victim? And do you contact other people in your life and commiserate and therefore have victim story group over whatever problems or events or things that you don't like are occurring? Because the real problem there is that we get focused on the problem and we lose sight of getting focused on solutions. Number 4, telling and hearing the truth. We have to be able for people to tell us the truth. And we have to be able to tell other people the truth. And we can do it nicely. But this is largely about having boundaries. And to the extent that you can have boundaries and enforce boundaries with yourself, gives you the strength, courage, and fortitude to do it with other people. And of course, you want to consider the source, who's the one telling you this. Absolutely. But in the end, the ability to live with the truth of your life, there's an acceptance in that. It's part of what happens when we get older. It's part of what happens when things change, because life is about change. And sometimes we resist that change. But that's the truth of it. And the better we can handle the truth of our life every day going forward, the better off we become. Number 5, better quality relationships. Some of this has to do with personality, but the relationships you have in life will absolutely tell you how you're doing. Because if the relationships you have tend to end up the same way as they did 20 and 30 years ago, you're not growing. And it's not about the other person. It's about you. When the quality of your relationships improves, when there's a greater level of connection, intimacy, sharing of needs, transparency, accountability, all of those elements that forge bonds between two or more people, that is a proof of growth. Because you have to bring something to the table in order for that to occur. You have to be able to give something in order to receive something. Number 6, better quality self-talk. Yeah, head gab. The stuff that goes on between here and here that only you hear, that you never talk about, that no one ever hears. What is the conversation you have in your head every day about yourself and your life? If it's improving over time, in other words, if we're moving from being, let's say, critical of ourselves, incessantly critical of ourselves, to coaching ourselves, encouraging ourselves, acknowledging ourselves, that is growth. Because our real truth is harbored in the space between our ears, the thoughts that we have. What are you renting space out in your head for? And to whom? And why? And if the quality and nature of that is going up, so is the quality of your life. And review these 6 points. New mistakes, better quality problems, not going victim, telling and hearing the truth, better quality relationships, and perhaps most importantly, better quality self-talk. And you'll be able to focus on what's really necessary for you to improve the quality of your life. So thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe to this channel so we can continue providing more informative videos on the subject of mind and body self-reliance. And may you always enjoy the game of life.